Okay, MB Moose Lover with another video here of Stretchy, my backyard groundhog. And he's having some lunch in the afternoon here. I went and got him some real greens from the lawn. And right here, this is the sound of me walking away. I just set my tripod up and left the camera running and just let it record. And yeah, I had given him some cabbage and apples in the morning, and this was in the afternoon. I went and saw what I could get for just greenery around the house, and there isn't much. I'll tell you, there's hardly anything growing yet. Just some little tiny plants, little wild strawberries maybe, or I don't know, just some really small grass, and anyway, just maybe some flowers that are starting up, just the leaves off them. And but he's just going to town here. He just loved it, and he's like, that's what I want. I want the stuff I'm used to eating. And he probably never had cabbage or lettuce or even maybe an apple in his life. I have some crab trees on my lawn, but they're not near where my little shed is here where he usually stays, so I don't know if he ever had an apple or not. But now this is sped up here anyway too. I have to remember that looks like he's really hungry, but it's sped up. I sped it up just to shorten it a bit in places. But anyway, yeah. So I want to see if I can get him some spinach and maybe some I don't know, some Swiss chard, different things like that maybe. And we had cabbage for him originally that we got at the grocery store, and then we run out, so the wife went to the local store and got him some they had some lettuce and some carrots, so we got the lettuce and some celery actually, and he didn't like the celery. He liked the lettuce all right, and the carrots I just gave them to him this morning, and he did eat most of them. So, but don't know if he really likes them that well or not. But and he had some more lettuce this morning. But anyway, I'm just once the lawn gets going here, there's all kinds of food for him. Just he'll be just right up to over his head in it. I got a spot I don't even mow, and I just let them eat it. And there's some groundhogs here, every year I have at least one or two here, and we have young ones. So, and I think this one's got babies right now in the under my shed. That's why I'm feeding him here, because there's nothing to eat on the lawn. And I did catch him feeding out along the edge of the basement wall of my back lawn one day there, and then that's where I picked all this stuff. And then as soon as I got done filming this and he had eaten all this stuff, I was back out at the camera again, and I was kind of come back and was checking on it, and I was standing behind it, and when he got done eating all this food, he went right on by me and went right over to behind the house and started eating right where I'd picked the stuff. So he was like, yeah, that's what I wanted. And because a lot of times it's hard for him to get out and eat when I'm around the yard working or something, because he's a little tame, but he's not, he's a lot more tamer than other years. I wasn't feeding them, so I didn't coddle them at all. So I'm out with a lawnmower and just working around. I'm in my shed all the time, and they're underneath of it, with their den, and so they only come out every now and then when we're away, or in town, or I'm off someplace else doing something away, and you'll catch them out there in the yard, but you don't usually stay there once they see you. They're not there very long, so they have to pick and choose when they can eat. But this one here is getting more tame now. It's getting so I can approach him, and I think he understands where the food's coming from. So, but anyway, it's just something I can fool around with here. I got all kinds of critters here I'm looking after and feeding. So anyway, just something to keep me going. I got to get out and check my moose trail cameras. I haven't been out yet. I'm waiting for the ground to dry up a little bit, and pretty wet spots where I'm going, so Anyway, yeah, I'm just waiting to get up in the woods and just, this is something to, give me something to film. And he must have been looking for some other stuff that we had put there, and he, looking for different things maybe, that he had hid, I don't know, there, but whatever. Just, what he's eating, but anyway. And I figure it's got young ones, I don't know, it was gathering up leaves for a nest there one day. Now I'm back at the camera here again. And I got some water there, and I've never seen him drink. Now there he is, he rubbed the side of that, he rubs everything. He rubs this rock over here, and he rubs the edges of the log that I put there. I put a new log there when, it looked like he was rubbing that plywood, marking his territory, and he, or she, we should be calling it a she because I think it's a she, but anyway, just rubbing everything. He's going to be, I thought he was going to give a stretch there, but he, this is when I was behind the camera and he went to go in the den, and he thought, no, I like that green stuff he gave me. I'm going to go see if I can find some of my own, because he said, I know where it was. And he's going right across in front of me here, heading for the back of the house to feed up along the edge of it. Well, I'm pretty sure I thought he did. That was a different time, but I'm pretty sure I thought that he went right across in front of me and headed that way. But maybe I'm thinking of a time when I wasn't filming. But he just rubbed his rock again. That's his rock. And when I first put it there, he went over and rubbed his face on it. And here he is. He's alert. I can't tell what's on the audio here, but it's probably a car. I think it was a car. Pulled out of the driveway across the road and took off down the road. Now I've sped it up again, I think, maybe. It was such a long video that I had to speed it up a bit. I don't like to cut too much stuff if I can help it, but I don't like to be too repetitive either. But he looks in pretty good shape here now. His fur looks pretty good. I don't know what it would be like living in a hole in the ground, I guess. Think about that. Just, he's out here and then he eats, and she is out here and eats, and then she goes down into that den. I would think it would be, I'm claustrophobic, I don't know if I want to, it wouldn't be for me, I don't think. I guess if that's where you're born, then you'd feel comfortable enough, but it's, it depends how far down you could get deep-wise as far as how cold it would be. You get a little further into the earth, it's a little warmer, but when you're in a little confined space, I suppose, you stay warm, you got leaves around you or whatever, but air would be a little hard to breathe, I would think, getting oxygen. But I see I'm coming to the end of the video here, and I have a hard time remembering what's on the video, so it sneaks up on me. I guess I ended it right here. I didn't really remember it that way, but anyway, later. I've been Moose Lover.